intelligent diagnosis. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so here it's auto venting. Well, that's great to see. Let's see what it does. And there's our year, make, and model. Great to see. And let's go to diagnosis. And same thing, area select, we'll do North America. There's our year, make, and model. And Outback. And we're back right to the topology. So I want to click on choose to scan in the bottom right. I want to see what this thing does. Choose at least one item. Well, let's go in here to the actual EOBD2. Let's enter this. Okay, so it's going through the different protocols. And let's go to enter. We'll see what we can get our hands onto. Okay, so this is where we can read our actual check engine light codes. I'm going to read fault codes. And just full disclosure, the check engine light's not on in this vehicle. So we can also freeze frame data. We can read live data here, and we won't spend too much time on here. If you've messed with live data, you kind of know the drill, but there's a ton of potential data in here. And let's just choose a few at random. I don't even know what I'm choosing, to be honest. There we go. And let's hit OK. And I am going to start the car. Let me put my foot on the brake, hit the start. And you can see our values changing to a certain extent there if we wanted to graph that. And if we wanted to combine that, let's go over here on the right hand side. You see the 4. Okay, so we can only do up to a maximum of 4. Let us pause for a moment and we'll find something a little bit more lively than just one flat line. We'll be right back. All right, so real quick, we found a couple different things. They're a little bit more lively, so to speak, graphable versus one flat boring line. So the engine has idled down, so I'm going to give it a little gas. And you can see on the bottom here we have engine coolant temperature, engine RPM, and so on and so forth. So really nice to see if you're chasing that like odd electrical gremlin that may not be 100% working incorrectly 100% of the time, so to speak, but it's randomly not working and the customer's like, this thing is not right and I don't know what it is. So definitely a really nice feature to have. We are back at the home screen here. We're going to click on diagnosis because we want to show you how you can actually use the active test controls to put the driver's side window up and down. We're going to put Subaru back in here, so forgive the duplication of video, but this will only take a second. I will say this is very fast in a 2020 Outback compared to, I have a 05 CRV. This is much, much speedier, so to speak. Now, just on the top, just to call out on the top here, system topology, and if we click on system list, you kind of get a more traditional what you're used to. And then we have immobilizer, and check if the ignition switch is turned on, press OK. And there we go, manual selection, smart selection. So on the top here, there we go. We have advanced function, and so there's a bunch of different stuff in here as well. And then on the top we have customized, where you can actually put a custom mixture of things on the main screen there. So system list, this is where we actually get to the power window. And so I'm just going to keep scrolling down. There's a lot in here, but I'm going to go to power window, and then I'm going to hit enter. And on the screen, you can see actuation test. So I'm going to click on that. Power window operation test. And so we're going to show you, blah, 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 read that. Yep, we read all that, sure. We're going to do without monitoring data, because with monitoring data, it gives you a ton of different data. So you see up, so here's my hands. I'm going to click up, and we're going to hit start on the screen. And then we're going to click back. And we're going to do down and hands again. And there we go. Really nice to see the capability of this unit. And this is actually a pretty common feature and capability inside the scan tools at this price point and level. Now, back at the home screen here, there's a ton of stuff going on. Let's jump into the maintenance functions. I believe these are the 40 reset functions. They sure are. Tons of stuff in here, and we won't click into all of these, but everything from ABS bleeding, brake pad reset, electronic parking brake, clutch matching. There's a ton of stuff in here, and we won't click on all of these, but you can see the amount of stuff in here. Throttle adaptation, very, very common. There we go. And we'll see if we can find Subaru in here. The question that we get is, will it work for this car or that car? And so you see the amount of different vehicles in here. And granted, you know, it's a global tool, but it's very much, you see Toyota and Suzuki and Volvo in here. So it's very much a US tool just as much as it's a global tool. So there, if we wanted to do the throttle matching, we could. And I do not want to do that. So I'm going to click back. Yes, there we go. And let's jump back to the home screen here. If we wanted to do a software upgrade, we could click on that. ADAS is just like it sounds. Let's see if we can do some ADAS calibration in here. I'm guessing it's going to ask you, I believe Kingbolen has their own ADAS equipment. So looking at this, I'm just going to click OK. And we'll just see what it does. Please confirm activated. So it's asking if a system calibration function is activated. So let me ignore that and we'll see what happens here. So it's trying to auto VIN. Let's just see what happens. It'll only take a minute. And there we go. North America. Yes. And Outback. Okay, so it looks like it does have ADAS functionality built into it. I will say that there's other equipment that needs to be utilized with this. This scan tool by itself will not do ADAS calibration alone. You need targets and actually, it's almost like you're doing an alignment for a car, but you're doing it for the radar system on the front of the vehicle for like lane assist and front collision avoidance and stuff like that. So really nice to see, especially at this price point. And let me keep clicking back here to get to the home screen. So we have the modules here. And so we have printer, video scope. Now we do not actually have any of these, but if you wanted to buy the optional accessories, you can get your hands on them. And if you haven't seen our TPMS video, we actually do have a module that should work hand in hand with this Kingbolen that will allow you to do TPMS functionality. And the rest of the stuff is kind of everyday common stuff, files and various downloads. And let's repair info. So if you actually scanned a vehicle and coverage list of stuff. There's actually a OBD2 code fault library in here, and the camera is in here as well. There's the browser as well. So if you need to reference a code or Google something, so to speak, you can just jump right into Chrome, and it's right there for you. Remote Assist is just like it sounds. It is basically Kingbolen coming into your scan tool to help you with something. If there's an issue, and then settings is obviously settings. Wanted to take a moment and mention our website, scantooldepot.com. Whether you need TPMS equipment, batteries, testers and chargers, smoke machines, ADAS equipment, scan tools, and a whole bunch more, check it all out at scantooldepot.com today. Okay, so real quick, we just want to show you Google Chrome here. It is a newer version of Chrome. This is running on Android 10, so that doesn't sound that new, but for scan tools, it's kind of state-of-the-art because there's like Android 10, and I think we've seen a few scan tools in Android 11, but technical jargon aside, Chrome does work very well. We happen to be on YouTube here, and we have our Fresh Vintage Garage page pulled up. Please like and subscribe. Really, really appreciate your support. With that, let's jump outside, and we will unbox this and show you what comes in the box and inside the blow molded case right now. Now that we've seen the K10 Elite in action, we wanted to show you what's inside the actual blow molded case here. We've already taken it out of the box. There's literally nothing in the box. And big shout out to Kingbolen for sending this over, sponsoring the video. Really, really appreciate it. Pop this open here. It does come in the nice plastic bag here to hold it. Nice foam here, so you can kind of knock this around a little bit. If you're a mobile mechanic, you may want to consider the K10 Elite just because it'll actually be protected in here. But this is the actual unit itself. Let me turn it on. And then we have the usual assortment of cables. We have our USB-C. And then this is a global tool, but it obviously works in the US. So we have a power adapter for Europe. Then there's an American power adapter, 110, 120, so to speak. Paperwork that no one ever reads, but you need it for your serial numbers, so make sure you read it. And then some silica. That's about it. So wrapping up the video here, the K10 Elite, nice unit. I mean, it feels durable, chunky in a good way. Definitely more of a professional unit. It's geared for you shop owners, your mobile mechanics looking to, put this thing in the back of your car and work on vehicles on the road every day. Shop owners, if you're looking for something with a wired connection, I would definitely recommend this. This is also an extremely crowded market, and that's not a bad thing because for you, you're getting a lot of value for your money. Definitely check out some of the other videos that we've made on units in and around this price point and capability. You'll find the links to those videos in the description of the one you're watching right now because we want to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck. That's why we make these videos. With that, we appreciate you watching. If you like scan tools, if you like shop equipment, if you like keeping your cars fixed up and certified fresh, Fresh Finish Garage, your channel, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.